So, are we live? Anyone's watching? Let me see how many people we have here. Can't see. Looks like 5 people. Can one of you let me know if I'm live and if there's audio, and then we can get this show rolling? Let me know. In the meantime, if we are live and you can hear me, welcome to the second Live from New York show, here from my garage. Hey, Autumn, how are you? Anthony Longworth, how are you? Autumn, we have Shirley here. Great, Anthony. Thank you for that feedback. And not too many people. We're going to give it a couple minutes to get some people in here. That was one of my concerns about this show is when to schedule them. First, I have my real job, which I have to schedule around. And the second thing is when I do have free time, when is the best time for these shows? So I'm trying. Hey, Jarvis Landry 14. Hey, Quentin from Astoria. I'm trying to do them randomly here just to find out the best time. I thought I'd do a Saturday afternoon show so I can get some of the European visitors watching. Unfortunately, there's some big thing going on in Europe right now with, I believe it's soccer, and they're all at the pub. But again, I don't know. Maybe weekday evenings is better. You guys let me know in the comments, and I'll try to work my schedule around, your requests, and hopefully we'll come up with a good time. Again, I wasn't too sure about Saturday afternoon. We'll see what kind of people we get here. We got 12 right now, so that's not too bad for a start. We got Jarvis Landry, Quentin, Autumn, Nikita. Hi, Nikita. Nice to see you here. J May, hi from Wales. Oh, speaking of Europe. Congratulations. Glad you could make it, Jason May. Neil, hello, Jeff from the UK. Oh, more UK people. Robert Camacho and Deborah Camacho. Hello, guys. Speaking of Deborah Camacho, a special shout out to Deborah Camacho on this video. She was talking to me about her love of astrology the other day. Astrology. Is it astrology? When you study the stars and your astrological signs and things like that. And I challenged her and said, guess my sign. And she did it on the first guess. Now, granted, she gave me 2 signs that I was either one of 2, but one of them definitely was my sign. So I'm going to give her a shout out. I'm not going to tell you what sign I am of the zodiac. If you guys can guess, go ahead, try to guess, and I'll let the first person know who gets it right. I'll let them know. We have Raffian Roger. Hello, Raffian. Litmig. Hello from Long Island. Tony Castelli. Hi. Maria Coles. Hello from the UK. Lots. I think half the people on here are from the UK right now, which, again, was one of my reasons for doing this on a Saturday afternoon or not necessarily even Saturday, but on an afternoon so I can get those guys in. It's about, you tell me, UK guys, I think it's about 9 o'clock there at the UK, a little after 9 o'clock. So doing these 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night here in the U.S., you guys should be sleeping, although I don't know if you are or not. Anthony Longworth says Aquarius. No, you're wrong, Anthony. However, that was Deborah Camacho's second guess. She gave me 2 choices, and one of them was correct. Aquarius, she also guessed, but that wasn't correct. Nikita says Virgo. No, I'm not a Virgo. Deborah says, thanks for the special shout out. Autumn says, I was getting Virgo vibes, but now I'm not so sure. I didn't give it a ton of thought, but maybe that's just off the top of my head. Maria Coles from the UK says, yep, 9 p.m. Shirley is here. I said that earlier, and congratulations. Thank you for coming. I keep saying congratulations, but thank you for coming to the show. Shirley's from New York. Tony Castelli says Cancer. Nope, you guys are narrowing it down, though. Shirley says Leo. Nope, that's not right either. See, I told her Deborah's good because she got it on the first guess. Deborah, no, I did not. No, you. What did you guess, Deborah? I thought it was Aquarius, and you got the correct one. Maybe because you said it was a water sign. I'm not sure, but anyway. Anthony says he only said Aquarius since that's him. Okay, so I'm assuming too that Aquarius is a water sign, hence the name Aquarius. I'm guessing. Nikita says Aries. Nope. Autumn Star. We all know Scorpios are the best anyway. Who said Scorpio? Did someone say Scorpio before me? Well, Autumn, you are correct. I am a Scorpio. What that means, I don't know. That means I was born in November. But I was just impressed with Deborah Camacho's zeroing in on the first guest. Let's see. Shirley says Sagittarius. No, I already announced I'm a Scorpio. Wise Malik is here. Welcome, Wise Malik. Hello, everybody. Deborah Camacho says Aquarius is actually not a water sign, but it should be. It's an air sign. See, she knows everything about this stuff. I know nothing about it. But you would think aquarium, would be a water sign. Speaking of aquarium, one of my little Lego sets, it's an aquarium. All Legos. Isn't that cool? What I plan on doing is keeping some Lego stuff behind me during these shows, just to show you, since my Lego videos don't seem to do too well on this channel, I figured I'd show them off behind me. So one way or another, you're going to see my Lego creations because I love Legos. Wise Malik is here. Robert Camacho, Libra. Susan Fisher, Taurus. Autumn Star says, I'm a Scorpio. Well, it was a guest already. I am a Scorpio. So no need to guess anymore. But if you want to, feel free to. But I'm a Scorpio. Let's see. Autumn. Oh, my God, Deborah. Are me and Jeff similar? Do you get those vibes? Oh, well, we might be very similar, Autumn. As a matter of fact, from all the chatting we do back and forth, I'm sure a lot of us are similar. We all have the same interests watching this channel. Nikita says, I'm a Virgo. We rock. Autumn says, I feel like make Scorpios are so different than females. Oh, male Scorpios are so much different than female Scorpios. Honestly, I have one sister, and she's a Scorpio. So there are two Scorpios, me and my sister in the family. And I think we're pretty much very similar. So I don't know about that. I don't know about female Scorpios being different than male Scorpios. But anyway. Cranium Lost, welcome. Cranium Lost has been in several of the comments on the videos lately. And Cranium says, hi all. Robert says, awesome Lego fish tank. Thanks, Robert. And I got this is my New York Legos. I got my Empire State Building with Mickey hanging off the antenna, which I don't think is any, I guess it still is an antenna, but there's lots more antennas around New York City now that are a lot higher. I got my Statue of Liberty, and I got my little UN building here. I've been working on a lot of Lego products, and you'll be seeing them behind me during these shows and in future shows. Deborah, laugh out loud, Autumn Star. I don't know anything about you other than your comments on the videos, but I'm sure all Scorpios have a lot of the same traits. I think we do. I don't know. Robert, I'm an Aquarius. And Deborah, what were you? I thought you said you were an Aquarius, or are you an Aquarius and that's not a water sign? I forgot what you said you were, but I know you said you were a water sign, and so was I, which I didn't even know I was a water sign. Wise Malik says Virgos absolutely rock. Pisces. Well, that makes sense too. Pisces, Aquarium, Aquarius, Pisces, water. It all makes sense, but I don't know. My birthday is coming up on March 18th. We'll have to remember that, Deborah. Are you going to show us the merch today? I will show you some merch today. I don't know how long this show is going to last. How many people do we have? 16 people. The other one went 2 hours. Now, that was granted half an hour of technical difficulties to getting started. I think everything's going well so far. Let me just adjust that a little bit. I think everything's going well so far. I don't plan on it being a 2-hour video. It's up to you guys how long these videos go. So, are you going to show us the merch? Yes. Leo's rock too. Virgo is an earth sign. Joseph Freeman is a bot. Who's Joseph Freeman? Oh, Joseph Freeman says VUN bot FYI. Thank you for that heads up, Autumn Star. I'm going to get a couple of what do they call those police guys for these chats? I forgot what they call them. I'll nominate a couple of you guys, and if you accept, you can patrol the chats going forward and making sure that no freaky stuff goes on. I don't mind, criticism and stuff like that, but I don't like hateful comments, and especially when they're geared towards other people. Devon Pixie, another person from the UK. Good time for us in the UK. Just had a curry and now watching you. Thank you, Devon. The three water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, but it really should be fourth with Aquarius. I think you're right, Deborah. That just makes a lot of sense. Sometimes these bots hack you YouTube live streams. Well, I'll keep an eye on that. Thank you. Moderator. Thank you, Wise Malik. Wise Malik, I think you and Deborah will definitely be moderators in the future if you accept that challenge. I'm not sure what moderators actually do. I'm not really a live chat person, but if I do these shows, I might need a moderator or two. And I'll look into that a little further, and we'll take it from there, I guess. Curry is great. I like curry, too. I didn't know that Brits ate a lot of curry, though. That's odd. So I have to ask you, let me ask Devon, one of the people from the UK, what's going on there today? Is there any special football games or things going on? I got some comments that a lot of you guys are going to be in the pub this afternoon and you couldn't watch, which, I mean, if you have a lot of pull in these pubs, you can ask them to put YouTube on the monitors and just tune into me, and you can watch me and enjoy your pub time at the same time. Trivia question. Oh, Wise Malik. Okay, trivia question. Where did a shout out originate? I don't know. I have a feeling it goes back to the 80s, and I have a feeling, no, maybe the 70s, and it's a CB thing. Tell me if I'm right, Wise Malik. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, I can't hear anything due to the noise in the pub, but good luck for tonight. Oh, Keith is here. Keith Gehring, one of my more he watches more than most UK people, and I appreciate that, Keith. Keith actually encouraged me to go to that soccer game in Las Vegas, which I had a good time, but let's face it, it wasn't a real soccer game. But if you missed that video, you can catch it here on the channel. But have a great time, Keith. Thanks for tuning in, and I certainly get if you're having a good time at the pub, you got your priorities straight, so enjoy yourself while you're there. Deborah, laugh out loud. I'd gladly be a moderator, but I have no idea how to kick out the bot. That's what I have to learn. I have to learn how to, once you are a moderator, how to handle situations like that. So I'll learn about that, and I'll let you guys know. I'll email you guys. Let me see. Which Bally's is better, Vegas or Atlantic City? Well, the Atlantic City one is totally upside down right now. And the one in Vegas is going to be totally upside down. So they're both undergoing a lot of changes right now with restaurants and new theming and stuff like that. So, I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably say Atlantic City right now. But ask me a year from now when all these changes are finished, I might change my mind. Anthony Longworth, thank you for the $3 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Anthony. Ha, ha, ha. Nothing but Jeff all over the pub. That's great. Thank you, Autumn. Marlon Reyes. Hi, Jeff. Luke Horan. It has been in England versus Wales in rugby today. Is that a big game? I don't know. It sounds like a big game. England and Wales. They're two big soccer teams, or football teams, I'm assuming. So, and thank you, Luke, for that information. Let me know who you think is going to win that rugby match today. Autumn Star, Deborah, you can click on their name and it allows you to remove them permanently. I'm a moderator on another channel and I didn't kick one out fast enough and they hacked the person's stream, but they started. Interesting, Autumn. Do they hack the stream or do they hack the account? There's a big difference. If they're going to hack the stream, well, then if I go black all of a sudden, you know why. If they hack the account, that's a different story, and I'm going to end this right here. Nikita, moderator in the back is cool. Oh, monitor in the back is cool. Well, let me tell you a little something about this. This is what I wanted to do was put videos from everywhere: Atlantic City, Las Vegas, Orlando, New York City, other places that I visit in the future. I wanted that to be playing in the background of my live chats. That turned out to be quite a project, going back to get just little clips to make a 2-hour video. I wanted it to be 2 hours long, just in case the chat, lasted 2 hours. It turned out to be quite a project, and I'm only halfway through it. So what you're watching right now is my trip to the Grand Canyon. It's 4 visits, including the Hoover Dam. That makes it 5 visits, 5 videos rather. So this is all Grand Canyon stuff. By the way, if you've never seen the Grand Canyon videos, I had a great time. I took a bus trip. It's about 2 years ago to the Grand Canyon from Las Vegas. And if you're staying for like a week, it's a great trip if you can do it. You can also take a helicopter there, a little bit more expensive, obviously, but you can take a helicopter there and get there a lot quicker. Wise Malik, 80s. It's an underground hip hop show called The Video Music Box, made popular by the host Ralph McDaniels. That's not the McDaniels from Run DMC, is it? Let me know, Wise Malik. Litmidgy says, have you seen the new Showboat water park that will be built? I've seen artist renderings of it. It's being built right now. I was there about, I'm going to say a month ago, and they definitely, at first it was the ceremonial groundbreaking where they take a shovel and they, all the big wigs are there and they put their foot in the shovel and scoop out a little piece of dirt. But I was there about a month ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, and they had the big earth movers there. They definitely are planning on trying to open by Memorial Day. I think that's a little aggressive. I'm sure they'll get it open by this summer. That's going to be some water park. It's going to be one of the biggest on the East Coast, and I will definitely bring it to you guys when it opens. Autumn Star, they just had, Nikita, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. $1.99 shout out from our super chat from Nikita. Thank you, Autumn Star. There will only be one option to click report and block, so I just reported them for spam. Okay. What I will ask you guys, if I do make you moderators, is again, I'll go into more detail maybe on the next video, but I don't want people being kicked off because of a comment they made or something, unless again it's hateful or it's geared towards one of you guys. If it's geared toward me, that's different, and if it's hateful, I can get rid of someone in 2 seconds on this chat. But I'd like the moderators to just moderate, because sometimes I'm too busy yapping and I don't see what's going on the chat, which is to the left of me. Yeah, actually, that's to my right. That's to your left. So again, I'm just looking for you guys in the future to be kicking off people with comments that are hateful. Anyway, Autumn, they just hacked the stream and it interrupts it, but they don't get into the actual account from what I have seen, thankfully. I am not entirely sure of their motive to begin with. I'm not sure of hackers either, what their motives are. I know a couple of my accounts, not YouTube, but a couple of my social media accounts were hacked. And I don't even use them anymore. I have a Twitter account. I have a Instagram account. I don't even use them. I know a lot of the vloggers have theirs active. Mine's not active. I'm positive my Twitter account was hacked because there were posts on there that I didn't even make. And they weren't advertisements. So I just stopped all that stuff. Maybe I'll get back into it in the future, but I'm digging the YouTube right now, and I'm digging it with you guys. So if Wise Malik can locate your Easter eggs that quick, I'm sure he'll be a great mod here. Thanks, Anthony. I'm sure Wise Malik would make a great moderator, and so would Deborah. And I'm sure I'm going to need a couple more of you guys. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'm going to pick maybe 2, 3, 4 of you guys. Autumn Star, oh yeah, no problem. It's just when you have mod privileges, you can put the ban hammer on. That's what I'm concerned about, that the moderators would be kicking people off that really shouldn't be kicked off just because they disagree with someone or myself. Love Face, girls here, streamer recommends. Okay, so this obviously is a hacker. Okay, Love Face. Devon Pixie, rugby is on today at Twickenham in the UK, England versus Wales. Yeah, I don't know if I asked you, Devon, but who's going to win that game? I want to know your opinion. Okay, so Love Face, we're just not going to. Actually, I don't know if I can. Bam! I think I just killed Love Face. Wise Malik, not the same McDonald's as Run DMC. I know one of my favorite throwback albums is Raising Hell from Run DMC. And I know one of the lyrics was, it's McDaniels, not McDonald's. The rhymes are Daryl's. The burgers are Ronald's. I love that old time rap stuff. So let's see. Nikita Watson. Can't wait. I will be in Atlantic City on March 31st, staying until April 11th. You, Nikita, will be in Atlantic City while I am in Las Vegas. So this should be interesting. I think you're going to have a great time in Atlantic City. It's been warm there. It's been pretty warm. I have some Atlantic City videos coming up. I did one on the boardwalk. It was early morning, right before that coffee video, as a matter of fact, that was on earlier this week. And it was a little chilly, but it was more windy than chilly. And from what I understand, it's been in the 70s in Atlantic City the past day or two. So let's see. Oh, England won. Again, it's a lot later in England, so I'm assuming the game's still on, but I'm sure it's over. So thank you, Devin, for that update. Anthony Longworth. Need Jeff's muscle. Not sure what that's referring to, Anthony. Just let us know what you're talking about. Wise Malik, yes, there is a McDaniels. Daryl McDaniels is DMC. Know your history. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. I love that album. That one, I love the Beastie Boys from that era. Anyone remember the Sugar Hill Gang? I think that's pretty much what started rap. And then it just like totally took off into a different direction. But I think the Sugar Hill Gang was late 70s. Litmagy, I can't wait to go to Atlantic City again. I went over 70 times last year, probably 100 to 150 days in total. Haven't went at all this year. Not much has changed. If you go to Bally's, you're going to see a big change. And a couple new restaurants, especially, again, at Bally's, Ocean, some new restaurants. So, yeah, you're going to have a good time. I can guarantee you that. I see Hala deleted his comment about the McDaniels on Run DMC. Have you seen any new restaurants at Caesars in Atlantic City? I have not. They it's the same restaurants that they've always had. They have Morton Steakhouse. The buffet is not open. I don't think Caesars plans on opening any buffets in any of their hotels and casinos around the world, with the exception of Caesars Palace. I could be wrong. I don't know what their plans are, but they're obviously not opening any buffets right now. The only one... Actually, they have 3 hotels right now in Atlantic City. None of them have buffets. The one at Caesars Palace has become a pizzeria only on the weekends. So that goes to show you where their buffet world is right now. DJ, hold on tight. That's right. Oh, speaking of hold on tight, let me show you some of the merch. I'm not going to turn this into a merchandise show. I'm just happy that I got a store open. You guys, by the way, I left a link for the store. I'm not asking you to buy stuff. Of course, it would be nice if you did, but I am asking for your comments. So just leave a comment in the post that I put up. Yeah, that's where you can leave you can't leave a comment in the store, I don't think, but you can leave a comment in the post where I talked about the store in a community room. What you think? I already got a comment that the prices on the mugs were too high. This, by the way, is one of the mugs. Mugs are all different prices. They start at about $14.99 and go up to like $16.99. The $16.99 is I think I have it here. All right, so here's a duffel bag with the New York logo. I'm going to open the bag up, show you guys a couple things. Now my eyes are off the chat while I'm doing this, so chat amongst yourselves. We got a t-shirt with the New York logo. Obviously much bigger than this t-shirt with the New York logo. I got a hoodie. And all the merchandise comes with a straight New York logo or the New York Hold On Tight logo. You can order everything either way. So this is a hoodie. Pretty cool. I ordered a lot of this stuff. Not everything, mind you, but I ordered a lot of this stuff to see what the quality was going to be like. And I'm pretty happy with everything they sent me, except for 1 or 2 items, and I'll discuss those items with you. And this is just a white sweatshirt with the straight New York logo. Are these logos too big? Would you rather see small logos on this stuff? Let me know in the comments. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this one I'm not too happy with. This is a kind of like a knit cap, but when I put it on and I roll it up, which I do with knit caps, it covers the logo. So I'm probably going to take this one down. That's what I'm talking about. Me ordering this stuff so you guys don't. By the way, everything comes with a money back guarantee. So, pillowcases, because everyone must have a New York hold on tight pillow on their sofa or in the back seat of their car. What else do I got in here? I got a black tee that says hold on tight. The white tee just says New York. This is the camper mug. I think it is. This is that mug I was talking to you about. This is the more expensive mug. It's actually smaller than the other mugs, but it's metal, which I guess is why they call it a camper mug, because you can put it directly on a heat source. It's metal. It's got a stainless steel band. I like this mug a lot. Not very big, but I like it. I like the way it looks. And I think this one is expensive. It's like $16.99. I'll take another look at the prices and adjust them accordingly. I don't know if I have anything else here to show you today. Stickers, New York stickers. And that's it for merch. Again, I don't want to turn it into a merchandise show, but leave comments on what you think when you visit the store. Let me go back and check out some of these comments. Let's see. Going to AC Tuesday and Wednesday. Where are you going to stay, Hala? Let us know. You're going to AC this Tuesday and Wednesday. Tom Kaufman, welcome. Have you gone to the American Dream located in East Rutherford, New Jersey? They have a Lego land. Do they have a Lego land or a Lego store? There's a big difference, and I'm not sure which one is there. I'm definitely going to check into that. East Rutherford, New Jersey. I grew up in Rutherford, New Jersey, so I am very familiar. I grew up in the shadow of Giant Stadium, as a matter of fact. Again, I went to school and worked most of my beginning of my career in Manhattan, but I grew up in Rutherford, New Jersey, and I know exactly in the Meadowlands where that mall is. I did not know they have a Legoland, though. I'm going to check that out, and actually, that would make a good video. So I'm gonna head up there. On a day I have off. It's only an hour away from where I am right now, and I will show you guys that mall. It's huge. Have you ever traveled outside the country? Yes, I have. I haven't traveled that much out of the country. I've traveled to Mexico, Canada, I guess our neighbors. And it's a funny thing. I do a lot of traveling for this vlog and stuff. I haven't traveled outside of the country, whereas my parents and my sister actually have gone to Europe. I've never been to Europe. I'd love to go someday. I'd love to go when I'm retired. To Europe for maybe a month or two and do it by train. That's like, I would love to do that. My other thing, which is more realistic right now, is I'd like to do a video series of maybe flying out to, say, Daytona on the east coast of Florida and just driving down from Daytona all the way to Key West. Spent about a week doing that, stopping off at all different areas. Where does the oh my goodness, where does the space shuttle take off from? Cape Canaveral. Is that, yeah, Cape Canaveral. I hope that's not Houston. I think that's Florida. But that's what I'm talking about. So start at Daytona, go down to Cape Canaveral, make some videos, then go down to Fort Lauderdale, the Miami Beach area, head down to Key Largo, Key West. I'd love to spend a week just making videos doing that. And that's a little bit more realistic as far as a goal than my 2 months in Europe by train thing right now. Let's see. Tom Kaufman. Hello from Connecticut, by the way. Tom, I'm hoping to make it to Connecticut late spring, early summer to check out Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods, and maybe head over to Cape Cod and do a video there as well. I did go to Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket prior to my vlogging days. There are beautiful islands. But that would be just too much of a trip for me right now. So I do plan on going to Connecticut for at least Mohegan Sun and Foxwood, maybe Cape Cod. Autumn, when is a good time weather-wise to visit AC? I'm used to heat, but what I'm trying to avoid is possible weather related to delays in flights or whatever. Well, this is definitely the off season for Atlantic City. It's going to be going into, I'm going to say in the next maybe 2 months is a better time. The hotels will be a little bit more busy. The restaurants will be a little bit more busy. The pools will be opening. So I'd wait a little bit longer till late spring, early summer. And you say you're worried about flights. Will you be flying into Atlantic City or Philadelphia or New York? I recently had a commenter from the UK asked me how to get from New York City, because he was flying into New York City down to Atlantic City. And I said, that's kind of crazy unless there's a reason you need to be in New York City, fly into Philadelphia, or better yet, fly into Atlantic City. They have their own airport. It's just a couple blocks away from the beach. But again, those are not nonstop flights. And I think this person from the UK was looking for a nonstop flight. So I suggested Philadelphia. I think that's what he's doing. What is your favorite place to eat or a restaurant in Atlantic City? I'm going to tell you a restaurant that I've been dying to eat at that I haven't gotten into yet. It's Capriccio's in Resorts. It's been voted the best casino restaurant in the U.S. And that includes Las Vegas and all the other, Reno. And well, basically there's casinos in every state. I think there's 5 states without casinos. I could be wrong, but there's casinos everywhere these days. But Capriccio is one that I really, really want to go to. As far as casual sit-down places, I enjoyed the Taco Casa and Tequila Bar. I like that place. In, what was the other place? AC Burger Bar, or Harrah's AC Burger, something like that at Harrah's. I enjoyed those nice casual restaurants. I stayed at Resorts last time I was there. I went to Harry's, but they were in the process of moving. Yeah, Harry's is gone. They are now. No, that's not right. I stayed at Resorts last time I was there. I went to Harry's, but they were in the process of moving. Okay, so Harry's was actually at Bally's, but they got kicked out because of a lease issue. I guess because of new owners at Bally's. And by the way, I'm going to try to figure out the reflection thing here. I have a hard time reading the chat without my glasses, but when I put them on, I have these lights, which is why I'm wearing a cap to kind of keep those lights off. Live and learn. I'm going to get better as this goes along. Anyway, Harry's at Bally's was more or less kicked out due to their lease, and Bally's has new owners. So the owners of Harry's has a restaurant called Doherty's at Resorts. It's a steakhouse. Well, they turned Doherty's into a steakhouse and raw bar. So it's the same owners as Harry's, and now they have a raw bar at Doherty's. And I did enjoy the Doherty's steak sandwich that I had. So I don't think I put that video up. I'm going to put that video up soon. Nikita, I stayed at Resorts last time I was there. I went to Harry's, but they were in the process of moving. Okay, a lot of this Harry's. Oh, maybe I read that one twice. That's what it is. No. You should get a water bottle, and also I like smaller decals. Okay, so there are, I think, 3 or 4 water bottles. So check out the store, because they do have water bottles on them with my logo. Hala Ocean. I always stay at the Ocean. I love the Ocean. I love the Ocean Casino. I love the restaurants. I love the atmosphere. A great sports book, which from what I understand is going to become even better. Maybe outdoing Wild Wild West. I don't know. It's going to be huge. What I don't like about Ocean right now are the rooms. I had housekeeping issues twice. So I'm going to think twice before I book a room there, but I do enjoy visiting that hotel and casino. And I will post the room review shortly. I still have yet to hear from Ocean. I sent them 1 or 2 letters, and they haven't gotten back to me. Cranium Loss. What's your favorite place in AC to have a quick bite? I haven't been there since last year. Well, by quick bite, if you're talking like fast food, there's a Johnny Rockets at Bally's, one of my favorite places. They're having big legal issues right now with their CEO. I don't want to say anything that I shouldn't say, libelous, but I think he was terminated. I don't know. So again, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know what the story is, and I don't want to say anything that's not true. But they're having issues. But the restaurant itself is not having issues. They make great steak, great shakes, great burgers, and it's all like fast food prices. It's unbelievable. Vegas to Cali. Welcome, Stephanie. Hi, Jeff from New York. Hello, Jeff and Mitzi. Oh, Mitzi. Mitzi got a shout out. Mitzi. People ask where I met Mitzi. I was shopping in Walgreens. I was shopping for wine, She was in the souvenir aisle. Our eyes met, and we've been together ever since. Vegas to Cali, Stephanie, thumbs up for y'all. Nikita, I'm from Boston. Do you ever come this way? I was in Boston, I'm going to say 20, 25 years ago. And I'm ashamed to admit that. I think Boston's a beautiful city. It's not that far from New York or the New York area. Maybe when I do Connecticut, I'll do that instead of the Cape Cod thing. But Boston sounds like a tough nut as far as trying to get as much video as possible in as little time as time as possible. It's a beautiful city and there's so much to see and do, but someday I'll make it up there. Oh, let's see. Susan Fisher. Welcome, Susan. You should visit the Boston Encore Casino. Really pretty. I've seen a lot of press and pictures on the Encore Boston Casino. And actually, maybe I'll check out some other vloggers here on the YouTube channel, YouTube station, as we say, because I'm sure there's some Boston Encore Casino videos on here. Love Face is back. I thought I got rid of Love Face. Hide user. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Legit me, I can agree about the rooms. Ocean is my go-to place to stay. The rooms have been pretty bad. Yes, they have been. Wise Malik says, hey, Steph. So I am going to be in Vegas in about, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And I'm looking for some ideas from you guys. Hold on one second. As far as what to do different, I plan on covering a lot of casinos and hotels. I'm staying at the Palazzo, and I'm also being comped by MGM at several hotels. MGM obviously has nothing to do with the Palazzo. So I love the Palazzo. It's probably my favorite stay in Las Vegas. I just love the suites, the rooms there. But I have the opportunity to book a room at Bellagio. All I have to do is pay resort fees at these places. Bellagio, Aria, perhaps New York. And what I plan on doing is taking them up on those comps and visiting the rooms, doing videos, checking out the pools, because I would be a guest at that point. So I'm kind of like double booked this vacation. So it's going to be pretty cool. I do plan on visiting Area 15. I think I wrote a couple things down, but I want to visit Area 15 and that Mega Mart thing, and a lot of places that I haven't visited. And again, I visited far back in the past casinos off the Strip. I'd like to revisit those and see what they're up to right now. And casinos like the Palms, which let me see. Do you ever feel unsafe walking the Atlantic City Boardwalk alone at night? No, not really. I stay close to the hotels and the casino doors. I don't walk along the ocean side of the boardwalk. It's a wide boardwalk. It's very wide. So I always stay close to the buildings. If you need to run into some place real fast, you can easily do that. But I don't feel unsafe in Atlantic City. Atlantic City actually, per population, is one of the safest cities in New Jersey. There's a lot worse places in New Jersey to visit than Atlantic City. Atlantic City is actually pretty safe. Anthony, do you ever do a Red Rock review? I did a Red Rock review, and I plan on going back to Red Rock, but there is one on the channel if you want to watch it, Anthony. I really like that resort. It's probably the furthest resort from Vegas that I've visited in the past several years. It's a good half hour by Uber or Lyft, or I don't think there's any buses. I like to take buses and trams and stuff because it's just fast, easy, and cheap. But there's nothing to get you to Red Rock other than a taxi or Uber or Lyft, I'm pretty sure. But I do plan on visiting Red Rock again this visit coming up in a couple of weeks. I really do enjoy that resort. It's beautiful. Let's see. Wise Malik, when will you post the Planet 13? Oh my goodness, Wise Malik. You know what? I almost posted Planet 13 this weekend. Not the video, but I've got pictures. I don't think there's a lot of videos that I've made that have not been posted and probably never will be posted for one reason or another. Wise Malik, I'm going to say a year or maybe a year and a half ago, suggested I visit Planet 13, which is the largest marijuana dispensary in the United States. It's huge. It's like this huge organization where they have a factory on one side, they have the sales floor on the other side, and it's very professional. I mean, this place is on the up and up. Um, I am not putting it on my channel because I'm concerned that it'll drive advertisers away. It's not easy getting advertisers. I worked hard to get the ones that I have. So I'm certainly not going to post one video and destroy that relationship. So I'm concerned about that. The video is sitting in my vault along with those New York City videos that I post every once a week, I think. But I do have pictures, and I was going to do them this weekend. It's funny you should mention that. I was going to post some of the pictures this weekend on my community room, which I don't have any concern about doing. They show them making the gummies and the edibles and this and that, and it's very interesting. And I will put that in the community room, but don't count on the video coming out. Let's see. Nikita says, "Do you think the buffet at Tropicana will reopen?" Tropicana is owned by Caesars. I don't think they're going to reopen it. They're going to redo something there, but I don't think it's going to be a buffet. Caesars does not want to be in the buffet business anymore. Mob Museum, please, Jeff. The Mob Museum has been done. A lot of these, and Hala right after that says Neon Museum. They've both been done. Trust me, I've been around. But a lot of these videos are old, so they're like 2 years old, and I plan on going back and revisiting some of them because, museums make changes, and I'm sure the Neon Museum, I always hear about them getting new stuff, and that's stuff that's not in the older videos. But if you want to see the Mob Museum and the Neon Museum on the channel, they're there. Just go to my channel, click on that little magnifying glass, and do a search. Type in Mob Museum, and it'll bring up my Mob Museum video. Excuse me. Or Neon Museum, that's there too. I really had a good time at both places, by the way. None of these places allow video. I always manage to sneak my way through. Neon Museum was a different story. They are very strict about video and pictures, as a matter of fact. But I booked a tour where they allow video photography and regular still photography. And it actually felt good to do a video without trying to be incognito and hide the camera all the time. Let's see. Howard Weinstein, Jeff, it's good to see you doing a live chat. I see we look close. I guess he meant we live close. Oh, we look close in age. Hi from Central Jersey. Hi, Howard. I guess we are close in age. I don't know how old you are, but I doubt you're older than me. So you must be either my age or younger. Let's see. Anthony, what is your gambling level? Low roller, average, Joe, or high? I'm going to say low roller. Definitely low roller. I'm not a big gambler. I tend to binge gamble. So I don't know if that's a problem or not, but when I gamble a lot, but I gamble short, I gamble hard, and then I'm out of there, which is horrible for comps. So I don't know. I like to play roulette. I like to play blackjack once in a while. I don't like to sit down and concentrate. That's not why I'm in these resorts. I guess again, I'm a low roller, not a huge gambler. I'd love to become a better poker player, maybe do some poker playing in the casinos, but that's how I classify myself. Autumn, I didn't know they'd let you film at the dispensary. They do, actually. I asked, and they said it wasn't a problem. And if you go on YouTube and type in Planet 13, you'll see other vloggers. Not so much the popular Las Vegas vloggers. They kind of stay away, maybe for the same reason I am not showing that video. But there are videos out there of Planet 13. And if you're in Vegas, I suggest, I don't smoke. I don't partake in that, but I find it interesting. And I found the place extremely interesting. So if you're in the area, don't feel like it's going to be filled with drug addicts and stuff like that. It's not like that. It's a great place to visit. Even if you don't use, it's a great place to visit. Fly Vegas is a must do, I hear. Oh, Fly Vegas. Yes, that is on the Strip, I believe, closer to MGM than the other properties. It's kind of like Soarin' at Disney, and I was going to do it the last time I was there. I think we're talking about the same thing, Wise Malik. I didn't get a chance to go last time. I actually hurt my knee last Vegas trip, to be honest with you, and I had a hard time walking. I was in the drugstore half my trip getting bandages and stuff to wrap it tight. But that was an injury that I had, and I'm over it now, obviously. So, but I did want to visit it last trip. I just didn't have the opportunity with the injury and all the other things that I wanted to do. But I will check it out. I do have Soarin' from Disney in Orlando, which is similar. It's the same exact thing. You sit down in like a gondola, and they swing you through this huge screen, and it feels like you're flying. Only in Vegas, you're flying through Vegas and the Grand Canyon and things like that. Whereas Soarin' is all around the world. So I do have the Soarin' video. I don't think I've published that yet, so I will put that out sometime in the near future. With all my other unpopular Disney videos. What's wrong with you people? How are you able to afford all the hotels? It's midweek, the best time to go. Well, that's one of the trips. That's one of the tricks is doing everything midweek, which is what I do. Every time I go to Vegas, like my next trip, I'm going Sunday morning to Friday evening. So I avoid the weekend, which is like double the price. I do a lot of homework. I cannot afford the Palazzo, but I'm staying at the Palazzo my next trip for a week, or well, 5 days, Sunday through Friday, because I did some homework and I found a fantastic deal. And don't quote me on these prices, but it was through Expedia, which is where I book a lot of my trips. Unless I'm getting comped, then I can't go through Expedia. Hold on one more time. It's a lot of talking. The Palazzo for Sunday through Friday with round trip airfare out of Newark, New Jersey was like $700. That's incredible. And if you've been to the Palazzo, you know that room is extremely expensive. So I got a great deal. I grabbed it. This was back in, I think, November. And it doesn't include the resort fee. So that you have to consider too. That's at least another $250 for the resort fee. When I do stay away, I offer the $20 sandwich, which is sliding that $20 bill between your driver's license and credit card when they ask for it at the front desk. I don't do that in AC. People ask why I don't do it in AC. Because if I am in AC, I'm only staying for a night. It doesn't make sense to get, to try to get an upgrade for one night. But when you're in Las Vegas, $20 is nothing to get a room for a week with a better view on a higher floor with better amenities. How about a helicopter ride over the strip? Well, Neil, actually, that is on my list. I am trying to get comped for that, so we'll see how that goes. It's an expensive partaking. I might not get comped. I might get cheap tickets. So if that's the case, I will do it. And I will do it at night. It's right by the airport. I actually was comped the last time I was in Vegas. I think, no, actually, maybe it was September. I don't remember, but I was comped free ticket to fly over the strip at night through Maverick helicopters. But I couldn't. They were supposed to send a ride for me, but they didn't because of COVID. I don't know. Some things got messed up, so it didn't happen. So I'm looking to see if I can get that same benefit and do it again this time. Wise Malik, I love roulette. So do I. If you watch my Christmas in Atlantic City video, you know my strategy. I bet on the first and second dozen. And I have some trivia questions here, which I think I should go over with you guys. And one of them regards roulette. But I like roulette too as well. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Dirt Dogs review. Where is Dirt Dogs? That sounds so familiar, Hala. Let me know where Dirt Dogs is. That sounds very familiar. Would you consider eventually hosting a New York walking tour or AC meetup? New York walking tour, probably not. AC meetup, maybe. Well, I shouldn't say probably not for the New York walking tour either. That's something where I would put out feelers maybe this summer or whatever to see how many people are interested in doing something like that. I'd love to see all you guys, and I think you'd like to meet each other as well. So maybe we can, I don't know. I'll check into that and see how much interest there is. If there's interest, I'll do it. Let me put it to you that way. If there's interest amongst you guys on meeting to, getting together, I will make those arrangements. Autumn, we have our medical cards, in Oklahoma, and they let us use them in Vegas for a discount. What medical cards? I don't know what you're talking about, Autumn, but please let us know because I'm always up for a discount. I don't know. Are you talking about like Blue Cross Blue Shield, that kind of like insurance card? I don't know what a medical card is. I Love Music says, I heard Venetian changed ownership. I hope the Venetian will have the same vibe. I heard Venetian Palazzo will still retain their respective names. Okay, so here's what I know. The Venetian in Palazzo was bought by the Sands. They do plan on keeping the Venetian and Palazzo name and theming. The Sands is looking in the future more towards Asia than Las Vegas. But they're certainly not going to leave Venetian and Palazzo. These are two prime properties on the Las Vegas Strip. They're not going to change them. They're going to keep the names. They're going to keep the theming. But the company that owns them is doing more business right now in Asia. But let's fingers crossed they don't sell to someone who knocks them down, which I don't see happening. Robert Camacho, which Vegas locals YouTubers do you watch? I watch quite a few, and I know I'm going to leave out a lot of names. So I'm just going to let me name the top four. I'm going to name top four that I watch that I enjoy, and that's not to say that there are others that I don't enjoy. I enjoy watching a lot of it, and I'm inspired by a lot of them. One of my favorites is Hagen 2 Cent. I don't know if you guys ever watched their stuff. They're a couple out of El Paso, Texas, and I just love watching them. They fight, they laugh, they do restaurants, they do hotels, casinos. They just have a great time, and they do a lot of meetups with people that, a lot of their subscribers and stuff when they're in Vegas. I enjoy that channel. I enjoy Derek All You Can Vegas and his wife Catherine. His wife Catherine. I love Derek has changed his channel over the past year. Like my channel is growing, his is huge. One of the biggest actually vloggers outside of maybe Pompsy. One of the biggest Vegas vloggers out there as far as subscribers and views and things like that. And he used to cover just buffets, but then he got his wife Catherine involved. I think it was after COVID that she came in. Because obviously a lot of these vloggers didn't have much to do during COVID. I had other things to back up on to keep the channel going, where they really didn't have much. Their channels was all about Vegas, so I felt bad for them. Anyway, Derek, and now Derek is All You Can Eat Vegas. Hagen 2 Cent. I like Jacob. Jacob is out of Canada. He tends to binge video like I do. Like you visit Vegas, 4 times a year. You make all your videos during those 4 times, and then you show them during the course of the entire year. But I just like Matthew. I like Matthew a lot. Jacob is another one. Jacob out of Las Vegas. He's good. Living in Las Vegas, I think that's the one with the mother and the son. Again, I don't want to go down a road that I don't know people's names, but I do watch their videos, and I'm horrible with names. But I do watch other vloggers. I get ideas from them, and I think that they probably watch my channel and they get ideas from me as well. And it's a great community. There's a friendly competition amongst us. It's not a brutal competition. It's very friendly. Wise Malik, from bleeding feet to busted knees, you need a special Vegas insurance. When did I have bleeding feet? Was that in Atlantic City? I might have had bleeding feet. You're right. I do a lot of walking. My worst trip, not my worst trip, but as far as walking is concerned, I did over 100 miles in 10 days just walking. When I was in Orlando, I came home. My feet felt fine. I came home. My feet were horrible for like a month. So I don't feel it while I'm doing it, but I do a lot of walking. Autumn Star, that's an excellent rate. Wow, $700. That's for a all-suite hotel, the Palazzo, my favorite room on the Las Vegas Strip that I've been to so far, and round-trip airfare. It's crazy good. How could you say no? Let's see. Nikita, have you ever eaten at Guy Fieri's restaurant in AC? Every time I go to Chop House, which is Guy Fieri's restaurant in Bally's in AC, it's closed. So I think he's only open Fridays, Saturdays, and maybe Sunday brunch. He's got very limited hours. Once he opens up his hours a little more, I will definitely go visit. He was open during the Super Bowl. that was a very busy night for me. I really enjoyed making that video, and it got a great reception from you guys. So I'm glad I did that. The bar was open, I think, during Super Bowl, but I decided not to go there because there was just too much coverage that I had to do. But Chop House is on my list, and if they are open when I'm walking by, I will stop in, hungry or not. I will stop in and check the place out. Susan Fisher, welcome, Susan. How do you get so much time off work during the week? I have 4 weeks vacation in like a week and a half of personal time. I'm not telling you what company I work for, but I work for a company quite a long time, so I built up a lot of time off. And I'm getting closer and closer to retirement, so I'm looking to do a lot more traveling and a lot less working in the coming future. I'd like to work on the channel a little bit more, like to enjoy myself a little bit more, and do a little less work. So. Autumn Star. Every so often, my Vegas drops the comp for the helicopter ride, but you have to get lucky. That's actually where I think I got the helicopter ride. I check it every once in a while. I've got like a bazillion chips or whatever they are. I got so much stuff built up on that, which is another way to get comped rooms, which I might use when I'm in Vegas, because that you can do last minute. You just go on your phone, you comp a room, and I've got rooms at well, it's only MGM on there, so but again, I can get comped rooms there also. They have great comps there, but they are getting a little stingier with their comps in that helicopter ride. It always says sold out every time I check it out. So they also have a something on there like you can do it for $80, which I might do. I might spend $80 to fly over the strip at night. I'd rather go for free, but I might do it for $80 as well. I love music. What I heard was Sands sold the Venetian Palazzo, sold the land to Vici. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. Sands owned the Venetian and Palazzo. You're absolutely right. I got that backwards. So Sands no longer owns it. Las Vegas Sands is still keeping their headquarters in Vegas. In my opinion, it would made more sense to sell only the land. You're absolutely right. I love Las Vegas. That was a bad mistake on my part. Sands did own the Venetian. They don't own. They did own the Venetian and Palazzo, and they are the company that's more interested in Asian properties right now than American properties. I love music. Apollo is fishy from what I heard. They bankrupt Caesars. I don't know what Apollo you're talking about. I'm sorry. Wise Malik, your first Vegas live stream from the link. That's something you want to see me do? A live stream from the link? Really? I could do it. I love music. Caesars. James B 800. Why not you do little or local casinos in Las Vegas? Well, I don't know what you call a little casino. I do local casinos, and like I said earlier in this show, I plan on revisiting them. Places like the Silverton and the Rio, and I know those are close to the Strip. The Palms is going to be opening up, I think, this summer. They're going to be reopened. They've been closed since, well, now they have new owners, but they've been closed since the pandemic. Gold Coast I've been to, Palace Station. So I think those are more local casinos than the ones on the Strip, obviously, but I know there are even smaller ones further out, and maybe I should check those out as well. Autumn, my ribs hurt. If you walk too much, do a review on Vegas scooters, please. Oh, no. I just have a bad time with scooters, especially in Las Vegas. I've seen people get really, really hurt, whether they're the driver or they happen to be standing behind, in front, or next to a scooter. I've seen lots of people get hurt. You don't want me on a scooter. Have you visited the Tangier outlets in Atlantic City? I have, I think twice. So check those videos out. Deborah Camacho, will you do videos on Water Dog and Jerry Longo's meatballs and martinis? I did do Water Dogs. As a matter of fact, that video is on my desktop. It's up next to be edited sometime in the next week or two. I do have it on the desktop of my computer. It was good. I enjoyed Word of Dogs. They sent me the wrong sandwich, which is all on. It's all was recorded. I ordered a patty melt. I love patty melts, and I haven't had a patty melt in years. Let me just take another quick sip. So I ordered a patty melt, and I got a corned beef sandwich. So I just pointed out to the guy while I'm recording that this is not a patty melt, but they were good. They made good very quickly. I enjoyed the food. I like Word of Dogs. Excuse me. Jerry Longo's is another place. Very odd hours. They're closed during the week. Excuse me. Closed during the week. So when I am in Bally's next time and they are open, I'll check out them and Guy Fieri's Chop House, which are right next to each other. They both have very odd hours. Jeff, will you see who made the merch purchases? I don't know. That's a good question, Anthony. I don't know if they give me that information or not. It's all pretty much drop shift. I give them the logo. I pick out the products I want. I check the products out. They drop ship direct. So when you order it, you get it pretty quickly because it doesn't go through me. It goes right through them. They probably do give me a name, an email address of the purchaser. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to find out. The store just opened, so we'll see. If the Volcano at the Mirage gets removed, it will be. I hope they transfer it to another part of town. Moving a volcano is kind of rough. Wise Malik, no, that's when your foot was bleeding, you said that day. I guess I was in Vegas. I don't know. I've never had feet or knee problems, but I guess at my age now, they happen quite often. But I still love walking, and I can still walk pretty far. It's just that when I do have an injury, it kind of puts me down a little bit. I love music. Save the volcano. Save the volcano. Everyone sign the petition to save it. Okay. Let's all try to save that volcano. I really enjoyed that volcano. It's definitely a part of the Las Vegas Strip. And it's a shame to see it go. But it doesn't belong to MGM anymore. So Hard Rock can do whatever they want to do with that property. And I believe they pretty much have all their plans in place. Anthony, what's the latest on the Rio? All the times I've been to Vegas, I never went there and always wanted the seafood buffet. Rio is owned by Caesars. Now, I could be wrong, but I can guarantee you there is not. I'm going to look this up after I end this show, too. There is not a buffet at Rio. I could be wrong, but it's a Caesars property, and I don't think there's a buffet there. Actually, one of the shows I want to see is, before it goes away forever, is Penn and Teller. So I'm going to do that on this trip as well. There are certain shows I really, as much as I hate to admit it, I wanted to see Donnie and Marie. Too late, gone. I wanted to see Siegfried and Roy. Now, I've been to the Sanctuary, and I actually met Siegfried when I was in the Sanctuary, but that show obviously ended when Roy got injured by one of the cats. But it's gone. Can't see that show. And I have a feeling certain shows, Wayne Newton is playing right now at the Flamingo. I've got to see that show. I'm not a huge fan, but I've got to see it. There are too many times where I say I want to see a show, and I'll do it on my next trip, and the show's gone forever. So I'm going to see Wayne Newton. I want to see Penn and Teller. They've been around forever. They were gone during the pandemic. They came back. I don't know how long they're going to be there. I want to see that show at the Rio, and I'm sure do some recording at the Rio as well, and check out the casino and the restaurants and stuff while I'm there. That whole area that's west of the Strip, I think. That whole area west of the Strip, I want to check out again. It's been a while since I've been there. New York is closed for tourists. New York is never closed. Let's see, Garrett. Okay, Garrett's just naming all these towns that are closed, and I don't think there are any closed towns right now. What do you think will happen to the Tropicana? In my opinion, they should expand it and start construction that unused Tropicana Mall extension project. I think Bally's now owns that. That's going to actually be called Bally's, because the Bally's that's there now is going to be called the Horseshoe. So they're going to rebrand the Tropicana Bally's, and I have a feeling Bally's plan is to knock that place down and start from scratch. I could be wrong. We'll see. Let's see. How do we get to your merchandise store? Susan, go to, when you're on my channel, just go to the community room. You'll see a tab on the top. It says community. Click on that. I do a lot of posts. There's a lot of comments from a lot of these guys here. And you'll see I just put a post up today regarding the merchandise store with a link to the store. You can check it out. And I'll probably put a link in my comments on future videos. So if anyone's interested. Jeff, do you have an Instagram? I used to have an Instagram. I still have it. I don't use it. It's not active. I mentioned earlier I had Instagram. I had Facebook. I had Twitter. My Twitter account was hacked, so I stopped using that. And I'm focusing on YouTube. That's all I'm doing right now. Las Vegas mashed potatoes taste good with steak in the California hotel. I've been to the California. I've never eaten in the California. I like that hotel. It's downtown. It's off of Fremont. It's across from what's the name of that? Grand Casino something or other. I'm sure you guys will let me know. I was actually kicked out of that casino, not the California, the one across the street. It's gonna drive me crazy. Anyway, I like the California. California caters mostly to Hawaiian gamblers, and it's got that Hawaiian theme, which is nice. Jarvis, I have yet to go to Vegas. What? Is it sketchy to walk from the Strip to Circus at night? It depends on what you call sketchy. It's not the best neighborhood in the world. It's certainly not the worst. And that area of the Strip is getting built up like crazy overnight. So I've done it. I feel safe, but a lot of people say I shouldn't be walking in places where I do walk to begin with. So it depends on what you consider sketchy. If you live in the middle of the country, I don't know where you live, Jarvis Landry 14, but if you live in the middle of the country, you're not like urbanized, if you will. You might feel a little uncomfortable walking in that area, but it's an urban area. There's some buildings knocked down. There's some plans to build more buildings up there. It's not patrolled as heavily as the Strip is, but I feel safe. I have no problem doing it. So, and you know what? You start at the Strip. If you start at the Encore, you walk up a little bit, you cross the street, you go to Resorts World. Before you know it, you're at Circus, I guess, is the next one. You can always turn around and just go back down to the Strip. We're not talking about a huge chunk of real estate here. It's a small area. Relatively. So as soon as you start feeling uncomfortable, that's certainly what I would do. If I felt uncomfortable walking into an area, I'd turn around and walk out of it. Have you been to Vegas in the 90s? No, I've been to Vegas as a college kid in the 80s. I missed the 90s and the 2000s, and then I started going back to Vegas again. I was more focused on my career after college. I do not know the Rio had a casino. Oh, yeah. Reno has a great casino. Autumn. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Strat can be a little seedy. Again, first of all, the Strat, I don't think is seedy. They redid that place about a year or two ago. That place is beautiful. I don't know if you've been in it lately. Again, the area, some people might consider it sketchy. Other people might consider it just a little empty, if you will. But between the Strat, which has been completely redone, it's beautiful inside now. It was just redone about a year ago. I think my latest Strat video on the channel shows the new Strat, and it looks really good. And then the Sahara across the street is completely redone. So that whole area, and the Fountain Blue is being rebuilt. Lots going on in the northern end of the Strip. Anthony, the steakhouse at the Circus was delish. I understand it's one of the best steakhouses in Las Vegas at the Circus. Imagine that. One reason to visit the Circus. I think I'm going to do the Circus video in the next 2 or 3 weeks, as far as the video is concerned. I know I did the Midway and I did the Adventure Dome out back, but I haven't actually done the hotel and casino, so I think I'm going to do that shortly. And I also did a great video, which again, a video that you guys will never see. Let me see where we are right now. Oh, 29 people. Okay. A video that you will never see, but I made it. It's Britney Spears singing Circus to some footage that I shot at the Circus. I love this video. I think I did a fantastic job on it. The breaks and the editing is perfect to her singing. I can't play it, obviously. I did it for fun, for giggles. I actually reached out to her publishing company, knowing that I wasn't going to hear back, and I didn't hear back. And again, I certainly don't want a copyright strike, because 3 strikes, you're off of YouTube. So I don't want to chance that. But I love this video, and I watch it for myself. And if I have friends or family over, I'll show it to them, and they enjoyed it as well. So it's a cool video. You guys will never see it. Sorry. That in the Planet 13. I was going to the buffet at Hard Rock. Try the buffet at Hard Rock, and also the concert on the Boardwalk Hall. Have you ever attended a concert there? I have not, but I was looking the other day at what's coming there, and I might attend a few. I forgot the acts that are showing up there, but there's a couple good ones this summer. And I know Jimmy Buffett, who is going to be playing, I think, the MGM Grand this spring or summer. He usually does a concert there at Boardwalk Hall during the summertime in Atlantic City as well. Karen Lopez, what would you say to those whose passion is to vlog but is so scared to start? Can you talk about how you started? Well, first of all, there's no reason to be scared. It's just a lot of work. I'm still working hard at making this channel bigger and better, and that's probably something that I'm always going to be doing. But we all start with 1 subscriber, usually yourself. And I know when I got started, before I hit 100 subscribers, I was asking people. I would say, "Oh, I love your channel. I subscribed. Would you check mine out and subscribe to mine?" Which isn't too far from me asking you guys, hey, if you enjoyed this video, please click that like button and subscribe. But you're a little more beggy when you're just starting out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Another good way to get started is to check out the vloggers that you like. Like if there are vloggers you like to watch, like Jeff from New York, put comments down. Comment on the videos. Other people who enjoy those videos will read those comments, and if you're starting a channel, they'd want to check your channel out. So that's another trick I did, was I'd go on to Derek, All You Can Vegas, or other really popular Vegas, which is pretty much how this channel started. Was it Vegas? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Vegas. No, it was New York. But I went to those channels that I really liked. I made a lot of comments, and those people who enjoyed his channel were reading my comments, and I didn't ask them. Don't promote your business on other people's channels. That's really rude. So I'm just giving you a heads up. That's really frowned upon. But if you want to comment on their videos, don't say, please check out my videos, I like yours, in the comment section. Well, I'm going too far off on a tangent here, but there's certainly nothing to be afraid of. You're going to get some comments that you don't agree with. That's fine. Not everyone likes everything in this world. So, but it is a lot of hard work. And it's harder when you're starting, but once that ball gets rolling like a snowball, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm certainly not a big channel. I only have a little over 5,000 subscribers, and I worked hard for those 5,000 subscribers, but the channel is growing much quicker now, and the ball's rolling a lot faster. So you just got to start from somewhere, start from scratch, and take it from there. Let's see. Strat rides got more too expensive. It's now like $45. I never went on a Strat rides. I've been up top several times, and I've never been to the restaurant up there either. Something I might do this trip. But I don't like heights, and I don't want to go on any of those rides on the Strat. They're just a little too extreme for Jeff from New York. Autumn Star, I stayed at the Strat in 2017, and I barely remember it, but it wasn't bad. People actually win there often. That's true. The slots and the tables are looser there. In 2017 was the old Strat. There's a brand new Strat. You guys got to check it out. It's really awesome. Let's see. Garrett, you've been to Buffalo Bills in Nevada. No, I haven't. There's a lot of those. I guess you had mentioned earlier the farther off local casinos. I haven't been to those. There's still so much around Vegas that I've yet to explore. So let's see. I just heard the news say they were there was a shooting spree in Las Vegas. Well, I hope not. If that's the case, let's send out some positive thoughts to those people, and I will check that out when I end the show. I hope that's not true, but you never know. You can always post the Britney Spears and Planet 13 vids on Vimeo, Dailymotion, or on a Google Drive link. Yeah, I could post it in other places. I know that. Thank you. Deborah Camacho, trust me, you're better off only sticking to YouTube. You're not missing anything on those other social medias. Yeah, I played with other social medias before. I just want to focus on YouTube. I want one good channel, and that's what I'm focusing on. See you in the next stream, Jeff. Have a great reminder of the day. Peace. Thank you, Wise Malik. Thank you for visiting. And where are we? We're well over an hour already, so I might be wrapping this up pretty soon. Deborah Camacho, I went on the Strat ride that looks like a short track hanging off the building and was stupid and sat in the front car. Never again. Yeah, well, more power to you, Deborah. I could never do that. Let's see what else is going on. I have some trivia. Let's play some trivia. I have a couple of cards here. We'll see if you guys know the answers to these. The slot machine was first invented by Charles Fay in San Francisco in the 1800s. It was named after one of the symbols on the reels. What was the name of the first slot machine? Was it A, the Liberty Bell, B, Triple Bars, 3, Old Glory, or 4, Cherry Picker? We'll leave it at that. The first slot machine was named after a symbol on the reels. Was it the Liberty Bell, the Triple Bars, Old Glory, or Cherry Picker? Let's see. By the way, you guys haven't answered. When do you think is the best time for this show? Is it during the weekends? Is it during the afternoon on the weekends? Is it later in the evening on weekdays, which I think is probably better? But let me know. Let's see. Anthony Longworth says A. What did I do with the question? A. Anthony says the Liberty Bell. And Ola says Cherry Picker. Shirley says Cherry Picker. Deborah says Triple Bars. The correct answer is, Anthony got it right. The Liberty Bell is the first slot machine was named the Liberty Bell. According to blackjack strategy, which of these should you always split? 2 kings, 2 twos or 2 deuces, 2 aces, or 2 jokers? Okay, so we know it's not D because there's no jokers in blackjack. But which would you always split? 2 kings, 2 twos, or 2 aces? That's the next trivia question. Let's see who gets that right. Anthony got the last one right. It was called the Liberty Bell, the first slot machine. Ola says kings. Diana says 2 aces. Deborah says 2 aces. And they are both right. Diana and Deborah are right. And Shirley is right also. Anytime you get 2 aces, you always split them. Let me see if I have any others. Oh, I do. Billy walks into a casino and walks over to the roulette table. He puts a $5 chip on 25 because that's how old he is. The croupier spins the wheel and drops the ball, and it lands on 25. How much money did Billy win? Now, he made a $5 bet. He put $5 on one number, 25, and 25 came out. Did Billy win $25 plus his 5, $125 plus his 5, $175 plus his 5, or $200 plus his 5? Nikita says, I definitely enjoy this live. I always brag about your channel. Thank you so much, Nikita. I appreciate that. Deborah says, laugh out loud. Don't make us do math. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea because I just told you guys. Anthony clearly is a gambler here because, yes, he won $175 plus his $5. Originally developed by the Chinese as a lottery game, Keno is legendary for helping to finance what? A, construction of the Silk Road. B, construction of the Great Wall of China. C. Construction of military bases on the Caspian Sea. D. Construction of the first P.F. Chang's restaurant. Now you're all, well, most of you were guessing $175, but Anthony got it right the first time. So good for you, Anthony. You're getting all these gambling questions right. By the way, I was on a podcast about 2-3 weeks ago. It's called The Other Side of Midnight. It's by Frank Morano. He has a radio show from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. here in New York. And it's pretty much broadcast throughout the country. Actually, if you go through like iHeartRadio, it's around the world. But he had me on talking about Atlantic City. And I did post that in the comments section of my my channel. So if you get a chance, go to the community room, check out the comments, the post that I put there, and you'll see a link to his show. I'm somewhere around, I don't know, the 3-hour mark of his show. He had me on for about half an hour. It was a good time, and maybe he'll ask me back. I don't know, but I had a good time talking to him about it. Deborah says the Great Wall of China. Diana says military bases. Shirley says the second one. Shirley's going to make me go back and look at this card again. Shirley says the Great Wall of China. We haven't heard from Anthony, but really, does this have anything to do with gambling? Shirley, you're right. It is the second one, which happens to be the Great Wall of China. And that's just about all I have for you guys. We're going on an hour and a half here. I think that's long enough. We got about 30 people in the room. I appreciate that. We got through this pretty much without any technical glitches. That's a good thing. So now I can focus on other things other than the technical side of this show. I know it was almost 2 weeks since my last show, and I said this is a almost weekly show, and it's been almost 2 weeks, so I'll try to improve on that. I've been very busy, but I think my schedule is going to start loosening up, so I hope I can do this once a week. And again, I will post when the next show is in the community room. Keep an eye on that community room, and we'll take things from there. Anthony says bring him on as a guest. He lives in Staten Island, so that wouldn't be too far from it, but I think he's a busy guy. I know Frank, he talks a lot about his new family. He's got a brand new son, but he loves Atlantic City, so he always talks about that. And you don't have to listen because of me. Just tune into WABC, whether it's terrestrial, because it's right here in New York City, or on one of those streaming services, WABC. His show is called what's it called? The Other Side of Midnight with Frank Morano, and he's on from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Obviously, I don't expect you to listen or myself to listen at those hours, but the podcast is always there, so you can play it, when you wake up or whatever. Susan says, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the stream. When is the best time to visit Vegas? I guess the worst times of the month would be the months of July and August due to well, if you don't like heat, then the summer is a bad time. Although if you don't plan on doing a lot of walking, if you plan on, staying within the hotel and the resort, it really doesn't matter. December can be chilly. November, December, January can be chilly. When I say chilly, you need a jacket or a sweater if you go out at night. Some of the pools are closed during November, December, January. They're starting to reopen now. So when I go in March, they'll pretty much all be open. I was there in March, actually at the Palazzo, which is where I'm going to stay in a couple of weeks. I woke up one morning and it was snowing in March in Las Vegas. Who would have thought? Of course, it only happens when I'm there. So the weather is unpredictable. I'd say 2% of the time, 98% of the time, it's very predictable. It's sunny and hot in Las Vegas. That's it. Enjoyed the live show. It was a wonderful chat. Good job, buddy. Enjoyed the chat, Jeff, Neil, and Devin. Oh, so you guys are together. I was wondering why I'm getting all these people from the UK. You're all on the same chat. Okay. Love the chats, Jeff. Very informative and fun. Thanks, Jeff. Enjoyed the show. I'm glad you're wrapping things up because I have to pee and I'm hungry. I just ate before I started this chat, which was a bad idea because every time I eat, I had fish sticks. Battered fish and chips. And that made me really tired right before I started the show. Bad idea. I was there in October and it was hot. I went in January and it was perfect, but I came from the hot and humid place. Lots of people are cold there in January, though. Yes, that's what I said. Sometimes you need to pack a sweater. The thing is to dress warm while you're traveling. Like if you're leaving from Newark, which I usually do, I dress warm. I wear a sweater and a jacket. And then if I take it off, obviously, when I get to Vegas, if it gets chilly out, I have it somewhere in the closet while I'm there. So it's no big deal. Jeff, have you ever been to Renault Winery in AC? I've driven by. It's. I don't think it's in AC. Um, Maybe they have a shop in AC, but the winery itself is right outside AC, like by Smithville, that area there. I've driven by lots of times, never stopped in, but they have it's like a resort basically. They have a golf course and beautiful rooms and things like that. I definitely want to check it out. So, yeah, it's on my list of places to visit. I have not visited it yet, but I've driven by many a times. Robert Camacho, thanks for the live chat, Jeff. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up, guys. Keep an eye on the channel during the week. A lot more exciting videos coming up. Keep an eye on that community room for the next Live from New York show. I had a great time today. Thank you all for showing up. We had no technical difficulties. I think we've got that part down. So the show technically can only get better from this point going forward. Content, that's something that I need to work on now that I got the technical issues worked out. So that's something I will do. I will work on my homework and make these shows better for you guys. And just like the channel, keep working at it and making it better. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great week. Thanks for tuning in.